everyone, welcome back to you. It's Angela here again, and today I'm going to share with you my contribution to the A to Z Christmas collaboration. Now this collaboration, as you know, is hosted by the lovely Rach from RachandBella Crafts and Rose from Journals in Time. And my part today is to create something that we can use in our journals, scrapbooking, even card making, or even on your tree using the letter D. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, if you haven't already watched the other ladies' contributions, please go and take a look at their lovely crafts. Really is blowing my mind already. So go and catch up on that. I will have the Linktree links to all the other crafters' video links, and of course to their kit that they have put out. So I know that half the kit is in Rachel's Etsy shop and the other half is in Rose's, and those links are in the description box below. All right, I'm also launching gift cards on my website for anything that you'd like there, and the reason I mention that is because I'm going to be offering 3 gift cards towards the collaboration. So I know that Rachel has a number of gifts that will be drawn, or prizes, so that will be part of that as well. So you need to make sure that you watch everybody's videos, subscribe, like and leave a comment, and you stand a chance to win one of those lovely prizes, of which the gift cards are part of those. All right, so let's get to it. So I have printed out a couple of pages. This is the letter D, the collage page D, so I'm going to use that today. I've got some bits here that I've been playing around with. I'm using this page as well. Love that. And then some other bits here. So I'm sorry there are bits, but there are some amazing. Oh, this one as well with these lovely sentiments, holidays, Merry Christmas. I love the blue one. The blue one. And the lovely tartan. Yeah. I think I printed something on that side. Oh, it's more of the blue. Love the blue. And then this one as well. So these are just some of the pages. I didn't print out the whole kit. All right, so without further ado, that is what we are going to be making today. So these are some that I've tried already. You can see the little decorations. My letter D is for decorations. We're using paper to create them, as well as D for die cuts and D for distress inks. And because the letter D, that I think Rachel did this one, has a lot of dogs in it, that's also a D. So there's lots of D's going on. So we're going to be doing delightful decorations. Now these can be used in many different ways. You can hang them on your tree. You can put them on the cover of your journal. I'm going to go and add some other thoughts to that as we go along. So I'm going to show you what we need. I just want to move up the decorations so I've got room to craft a little bit here. Let's put those up at the top for the moment. I have a little plate of goodies here, some of the things that you're going to need. So to do what I'm going to do, any of the pages this will work with, but I'm going to be using this page now. I'm going to use a little bit of that as well for another little thing, just to show you what you can do with this. And the little one with the holiday sentiments, so the one that I cut the circles out of, that as well. All right, then I've got a couple of ribbons a couple of buttons, you know, those big buttons that we don't often use, you know, the bigger ones like that. They don't have to be glittery. I've got other ones as well, as you've seen, you know, things like this. I've got some die cuts. I've cut these out of red, Christmas red and green. I've got some embroidery thread and a needle. And I think, and some circles. I've cut out some bigger circles. Doesn't matter about the size. I'm going to use this for backing. And I've cut out some smaller circles. These are 1 inch. These are 2 inch, but it doesn't matter if you've got a smaller size for the back. All right, you'll see as we go along. So that's what you're going to need. I'm going to put that to the side. Right, the first thing I'm going to do is take the collage page. So that's this page, and I want to just make a measurement. Now, we are going to cut the length of this page, so the length of it that way, and it doesn't matter which piece you're going to use. I am looking at probably 2.5 inches, and you are looking at what's 2.5 inches in centimeters? 6.5 centimeters. All right, so you can use draw a line with a ruler. I'm going to use my paper trimmer, just because it's a lot going on here. Usually I use my craft knife, and I'm going to just cut a piece off, so at the 2.5 inch mark, like that. All right, any size, any paper sheet would work. So that's all we're going to do there. One strip of paper. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my scoreboard. Now, you can go and measure these out yourself. It's just that I need to make it as quick as possible so that you are able to do this on camera with me. But you don't need to. The first ones that I made, I actually didn't use a scoreboard. I made little folds myself, but I have subsequently realized that as I have this, I am going to use this. So you want to line your piece of paper up with one of the first little ridges here. So I've done that, and then every second marking here, you're just going to miss one, do one, miss one, do one, and just run your bone folder all the way down right until the end. So that's all we're doing here. And I've done that all the way. Now what you want to do is you want to fold this up like this. So you want to pleat this. So you're going up and down, and it's easier with the score lines. When I did it manually without the scoreboard, it did take me a long time, but it still works. And you know, so I will say while I'm doing this quickly that you can use any thickness of paper. This is 160 GSM, that equates to 60-pound weight. But it works perfectly well with copier weight paper. All right, so I've done it with both. So yeah, the green ones I did with copier paper, and it didn't affect it in any way. So don't feel you need a special type of paper. This would work with, you know, even your scrappy bits that you've maybe done a misprint on. So if you're printing out your Christmas kit and you find some pages, you know, the cartridge is playing up, or, you know, it's out of alignment, or, you know, all those beautiful things that happen, then keep that page to do this. That's my advice. All right, so I've concertinaed all of that up. Give it a good press just to get those pleats nice and, you know, burnished. Like that. Right, now you can open it up again. And we're going to take some glue. So I've got my art glitter glue here. Any glue is going to be fine. And what I want to do is I want to join these two sides up. All right, so I'm going to just put some glue just on this bit, the one side here. Here we go. And I just want to get that stuck on the end there. Make sure you match up the edges. Don't extend further than the actual pleat itself. Right, there we go. All right, there you can see. All right, it's all pleats nicely. All right, now what I want to do is I'm going to just pull this out a little bit. We're going to sort that out in a moment. I'm taking my little ruler here and my craft knife. You can use your scissors and just draw a line and cut if that's easier for you. I'm using just the line here quickly. I'm going to cut this in two. They don't have to be exactly in half. It's going to give you different sizes here. So I'm going to just press this a little bit. Oops. Right. Let's get the scissors. My blade went a little bit funny there. So I'm going to use my trusty scissors, but I've got the mark, So that's all right. All right, so you see they're not exactly in half, and that's fine because it's going to give you different sizes. Now I do this because it's easier to pleat a piece that's not too tiny, too narrow, but I'm also now able to cut them and make different sizes. All right, so we've got that here now. You want to just gather that up. I do it in sections really, so just give that a little press and another little press there like that. Right, there we go. And then the same with this one. And these are pretty forgiving, I will say. I was having great fun yesterday. There we go. I'm just trying to get pleats a little bit more, you know, as I flatten them a bit. But it's very resilient, that's the word. Okay, because you've pressed those earlier, you know, it does remember. All right, so we've got our two now. This is nice and small. This is a little bit bigger. You could cut a wider strip and do 3 at a time if you're feeling brave. Now what you want to get hold of are a couple of circles. So I'm going to take, that's a cute little, I'm going to take one of these for the bigger one. I think I might just, no, I think this one might work. We'll try it. One of these for the smaller one. I've got my glue gun on here because although I did use my Fabri-Tac glue, it does take quite a while for it to set. But if that's all you've got, go for it. All right. And now this is where the distress ink comes into it. I'm just using the standard vintage photo here. And we will, no, let's do that a little bit in a moment. Right, so we want to take this little circle, we want to now bring it to the middle. So you want to just press it into the middle, come on, like that, press it down, and it will automatically make like a little rosette. All right, so while that's doing its thing there, I'm going to take this and I'm going to put some of this hot glue gun glue on there. I love the smell of it, and I don't use it very often. Right, and then press that down again and get that on there. And it can be a bit fiddly, but it does do the job. And then press it all in so that you have no gap, as little as possible in the center, like that. And just give it a sec. Just hold it there for a moment. That's better. Perfect. All right, and then with a smaller one, I think it'll work on this size. We'll do the same thing. Now what you could do is, we could do it the other way, and we could put the glue onto this. And this, I haven't tried it this way, but you know, every day's a school day. Isn't it just? All right, so we're going to do it upside down now, and we're going to get that like that, and then we're going to press it over and squidge it in the middle. So I'm just pushing it to the center here. That's probably easier to do, to be fair. All right, so there we've got those two little bits. How sweet are those? And I love the colors. It looks gorgeous in this collage one. Right, this is the moment now. We're going to take the distress ink and we're going to just distress the edges. It takes the white away there, and it's going to give it a lovely vintage feel, like Victorian times. And I think this was a Victorian type decoration, you know. And then with this one as well. Right, so we've done another D, dog paper, distress ink, decorations. We're going to do the die cut bits now, so we're getting it all in. All right, so there we have it. How sweet is that? Now, while the glue gun is still on, I'm going to take a couple of bits. So I've put some aside. I've got loads in here, and I've got beautiful blue ones that I was doing as well. So I'll show you here. Look how lovely that looks. And I thought a pop of red on this one would look amazing. So I've just taken some glitter paper, cut out the die cuts. These are the Sizzix snowflake die cuts. And I'll put the details for this are on my Amazon favorites list if you're interested. Rather than me trying to find a code, I do put all my stuff on there, so it's easy for you to get the details. I'm using a pop of red with the blue, which I think looks lovely, and I'm going to put that on there. So that's that one. And then over here I thought, okay, we'll go with a bit of silver and a bit of green. So again, I've got two like that, and then over here I've got a tinier one, so I'm going to go with a gold one and see if I've got a tinier little die cut for that one. Oh, here we go. All right. Oh no, those look the same, so we'll use this one, and that'll poke out there perfectly. All right, so let's get those stuck down, and this again is where the glue gun is amazing, but it does work with the fabric tack. You just got to be patient. Right, so I'm going to get this going like this. I'm going to stick them down one at a time, so bearing in mind where the middle is, because that's the thing with the glue gun. It's not forgiving, is it? If you stick it on the wrong spot, ooh, then you're sort of stuck. Right, so I'm not going to worry too much other than the center, I think. Okay, let's just splay that out a little bit more. There we go. And then the same with these. I hope that you're all going to have a lot of fun following along. I've seen some amazing things already from the ladies, and I'm keen to give some of those a try myself. So yes, do give it a go. I always love this collaboration, and it's the second year that I've actually taken part in it, and I thoroughly enjoyed it last year. So I'm sure that you guys will too. Keeps us busy, doesn't it? Right, did I get that one? Not 100% straight. Oh, there we go. And I did find I had glue all over the place when I was finished with this. All over. I had to scrub my hands twice to get rid of it all. But anyway, it's part of the fun, isn't it? Right, I'm trying to gauge whether I've got that right. Gosh, I do love that blue one. It's my fave. This looks, just pops with that red, doesn't it? All right, little strings of glue everywhere. So we've got those bits done. Now what I thought we'll do is we'll put the rest on here. So I did grab myself some of this eyelash trim, and this was gifted to me, so I'm not sure where you get it, but I'm sure you can find it many places. I mean, you get that. I would go and get this at a wool shop myself because it looks like yarn. But I like it because it's going to give us a little bit of excitement here. So I'm just grabbing my little scissors. I'm just cutting a small piece here, not big at all. I'm just going to put it on two of them, the bigger ones. So let's do that. Okay, so let's take this now. Again, we're going to put some glue just around the middle bit, just to get it sticking down. And then this is where your fingers become really messy. Just bear with, as they say. All right, so we've got that intact there. All right, and then the same with this one. I'm going to leave the third one plainer because it's a smaller one. And then again, you just want to run that in a little circle. And I think, except for the glue gun bit, you could use usual glue, you know, usual craft glue. This would be great to do with the kids or even your grandchildren, you know. Don't use the hot glue, obviously, but use craft glue, and I think they'd have a ball making these. Smaller circles, here we are. So I've got a couple. I've cut these out of the same paper, and I'm going to stick them down. Again, just take your distress ink around the circle like that, and these ones as well. Distress ink is amazing, isn't it? Where were we before Distress Ink? Just finishes it off. I love it. Right, me with stuff everywhere. Okay, so I've got Jingle Bells there. I'm going to make that the top. And I think with this one, we're going to do the spotted one. So I'm going to just put some more glue on there. I'm going to just cover the middle now. And you could end it just there, to be fair. You really could. Need to just move that down a bit. Okay, and then this one, I think I was going to go with the red spots. So we'll do that. There we go. Okay. So it's coming together. Love it, love it. Right, now I've taken little buttons. So I had some Christmas buttons. I have used my embroidery thread, I'm going to show you now, just to put some little fibres in the middle. And I'm going to stick these onto the various ones. I thought, yeah, we'll put that one there and that one there. So these ones that I've got, I'll stick them on quickly. And then, ow, and then this one, I made a little bow, just with some twine. So I'm going to stick this one. It's a great way to use up your bigger buttons, I will say. Because often you get these mixed lots or buttons that you've got from somewhere. And we use all the smaller ones and not the bigger ones. So this is a great way to do that. All right, and then just with my embroidery thread, I just wanted to show you quickly. It's really easy. You start at the top if you don't know. Hold on to it. Go through the second one. Go straight across. This is for 4 holes. You can, if you've got 2 holes, you just go through the top and come out the bottom like that. And then you want to just put your thread through, and you can either make a bow. I'm not going to try and do a bow now on the camera. I had about enough time doing it off the camera, so you can just tie a knot. That's easier. And then I cut mine the length of the edge of the button like that. And then you can just fray out those little bits if you so choose, just like that with your nail or whatever you have. All right, and then that one's ready to go on there. So we'll hold it by the little threads, put some glue on there like that, and then we'll stick that one. Try and get it a bit centralized. I haven't been very good with centralizing stuff here today. I would normally take far more time to do it. All right, now last bit is I have taken, where's the long strip? I've just taken a piece of ribbon. This is 10 centimeters or 4 inches. I have just put some glue on the bottom there, like that. And again, you can use fabric glue. Just fold this in half, more or less. And then you can stick some glue on there and stick it behind one of your little goodies. If you feel, no, that's perfect. All right, I thought I needed a little bit more glue. And then with this one, I thought I'd go with this ribbon, Merry Christmas. I got these ribbons from Plum Boutique from last year, so I know somebody's going to ask me. Right, and then I'm going to stick that like that. And then the last one here, I'm going to use a red ribbon. So we've got the red one. That's the top, I said, didn't I? So I'm going to just get some glue on there. I can turn this off now. And I want to just get it like that. And there you have it, guys. How easy was that? All right, so we've got loads of these now. What you going to do with them, Angela, is the question. Well, first of all, when they've cooled down a little bit, I would suggest, and I've just taken my candle here, I was looking for glitter, but I didn't have any glitter. And if you have glitter rolling around on your table somewhere and you look at it and always want to throw it away because it usually makes such a mess, maybe today's the day. But as I didn't have any, I've used stickles that I do have. So I've got these 3 stickle types that I've had for ages. So this is just silver, gold, and this one's crystal. All right, so it's glue with the glitter already, and you can see what I did with that there. So there's the gold, hopefully you can see. I did one with silver. I'm going to show you how easy it is. And then this one I did with crystal. All right, so excuse me, if you want to go and do it, let's take a small one. So this one now, I just took my stickles. I'll explain about the glitter in a moment. And then it's just a case of running it up and down these little edges, and it's quicker to do than you think. And I just kept turning it around, and the glue's on there, and it was pretty easy to do. Now, let me just get this finished. All right. Okay, so last little bit now is I just wanted to, you might say, well, what are you going to do with those, Angela? Well, I thought that the smaller ones, if you make them small enough, they're going to look beautiful onto a page, on a page in a journal, as a little decorative bit with a pocket, you know, on the side. So I thought that would be a great idea, and I think I might use 1 or 2 that way. But I've got another idea, scrapbooking, the same kind of thing, decorative element on a page, look beautiful with a photograph. But then also something that you're still going to all do, and it's perfect time of year, what about making a simple card? So if you take, I've just taken green cardstock here, made a small card, taken one of Rachel's beautiful pages with the glitter on it, stuck it on there like that. Then I have taken her sentiments page. You can distress that as well. I put a little bit of card, same as the card here, and I'm going to stick that down. Right, so there we go. We've got that there, centralized, close to the bottom. I love this one because it says Jingle Bells, and it's going to be a little bit on top of the Christmas tree, like a big star. And I thought by putting this on the top, so this one we can glue down nicely. There we go. And stick it down. I'm going to get it, as I said, it's going to be a little bit lower, like that. And it would make an absolutely stunning card. So if you're a card maker, of which I'm not, how's that for a topper for your card? And then you can go and put in some nice tea stain paper, or, you know, with, or, and have your, or, you know, print out a tea stain page with your message, or just white, and then hand write your greeting in there. And I think that would make an amazing gift idea for somebody as well. You know, who wouldn't like to receive one of those, one of your crafting friends or family? They'd be blown away. All right, everybody, that is my little project for today, using D for decorations. Delightful decorations, there we are. And I love how those turned out. Go and give it a go. Don't forget to go and look at the link tree for all the videos that are for all the people taking part. And don't forget, there are gift cards available for those of you who go and watch everybody's video, subscribe, comment and like. So that would be absolutely amazing to be in the draw for that. And Rachel will be doing that. Yeah, and other than that, go and have some fun. That's the main thing. And we look forward to seeing your contributions too. Thank you everybody for watching me. I look forward to seeing you guys all again soon. Bye-bye now.